7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Kyle Shanahan now will turn to his field goal unit. This will be from 42 yards out. That one is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He's got room to the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Receiver in motion, headed left. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That one, taken in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Desperados. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Desperados. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Now he'll run. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll get this one out to his fullback. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch. But I can promise you, the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, It makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Man in motion, heading left. To the ground, a first down run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Desperados 14, Bears 10.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick, in there for the sack. 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So often, Mike, we see some of the biggest explosive plays in the passing game come from the quarterback extending the play outside of the pocket. Really nice job here by the coverage. They remain sticky on their receivers, nowhere to go with the ball, and all he's able to do is throw this one away.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having... Too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 8. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now a give up the middle.
The ball carried by number 37. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Here's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams, and they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Up the middle they go. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a 3rd down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Now a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to get that 1st down. Working it up to the 24-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
1st and 10. His receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And that is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's the punter now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Bears move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. Third and 6. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again, right?
That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Desperados. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and number 12 on the year. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Desperados move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He'll complete that to his fullback.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But man, if you have a guy that you could target in... It just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
Third and a yard. Slot man in motion left. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Desperados. His 6th touchdown now for the season. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Great. He might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And that is hauled in on the right sideline. Right inside the chop. A heck of a catch. A huge play just before the half. 42 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears will cut the deficit down to 4. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Desperados 38, Bears 27.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. They'll send a tight end in motion. The third quarter begins with a run. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
1-yard gain brings us second and 9.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Bears first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They send a receiver in motion left. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On the bootleg, it's Williams. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's Tyreek Stevenson there to make the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Desperados. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. Now he'll run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
This brought in out past the 20. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Desperados. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Going for it all. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You know, Mike, I've seen a lot of aggressive plays over the years, but this one, it might just take the cake. I mean, to go for it in this situation, this deep in your own territory, you're making quite the statement that you are going to be aggressive all day long.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
They'll go with him again. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board.
Desperados 42, Bears 27.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. This is Carter 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Desperados. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Now the extra point. His kick is good. And the Desperados will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams going up top. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing again, Williams. And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Receiver in motion, going right. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
In trouble, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll go with the sneak. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, up past the 35.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. With a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff here, up the middle. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
It's first down, and they'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Desperados will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
First and 10. Now Williams. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
It's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Here's Williams. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal. So the fans gonna head